Dear Melissa, I've recently joined an organization as head of product where a lot of product decisions were always taken care of by the experts in the field and our B2B clients. We're now growing our product team and have 5 people. However, the business knowledge is lacking here. There is an established communication between field experts and tech, but the product team itself does not have the same knowledge. What are the best ways to add value as a head of product in this type of situation? So, the most important thing that you can do in this situation is figure out what the product managers need to learn about the domain knowledge. And to do that, you're going to have to build bridges between them and the experts in the field. So, what can you do to have them go out and start to shadow these experts, see how they're actually doing their work, and learn about that? That's going to allow them to make product decisions as well. So, while not all product managers need to have robust domain knowledge when they come into the job, you still need to learn it along the way. So you're going to need to learn what's important about this domain so that I can build the best products for our customers. So your product managers should be curious. They should be asking, what are our field experts doing? What are our clients doing? How are they using our products? What works? What are their problems? How can I actually solve them? That's the mindset that you need in a great product manager. So as their leader, you want to implement ways for them to go out and learn the answers to those questions. So how do you get them curious about your customers? How do you also establish ways for them to go out and do good user research? Can you make programs where they can shadow people? Can you start to create processes of discovery so that before they kick off every project, let's say they have to go out and do at least 5 customer interviews to get up to speed? Can you help go through their customer interview questions and make sure they're asking the right questions? Can you pair them maybe with a field expert? So maybe they have a buddy and this person is in charge of helping to get them up to speed and they talk to them at least once a week. As the head of the product, you put the structure in place that helps the product managers go out and do these things so that they're forced to have interactions with their customers, so that they're out there actually speaking with them on more of a regular cadence so that they can get the same kind of knowledge that their field experts have. And then also talk to the technical people, right? What do they know about the domain that can get them up to speed? When a lot of people walk into a more complex organization as a product person, they might not know everything about the domain, and that's okay. But again, it's that curiosity. So my question for you too is, are your product managers actually curious? Right? Are they wanting to go do these things? Are they wanting to learn? And if not, how do you either inspire them and encourage them to be curious? If they're not curious at all, then you might not have the right people in those roles. You might need to bring in people who are a little more curious. It's one thing to build a great product that scales, and I think that's a separate subject matter expertise than domain knowledge. But if you're not even curious about your customers, how can you build them the best product possible? That's why we have to inspire that curiosity. So in a lot of places, I have also had to go in and learn the domain. I can help a lot with product. I know the structures, I know the cadences for that. I know, what different types of products we could build. But if I wasn't an expert on healthcare, I'd go learn from the experts on healthcare. I would go talk to nurses. I would watch doctors use our platforms to get up to speed on that. And that's what you need to do. So for you as a head of product, how do you create that in learning environment? How do you create that structure? How do you create those processes and those cadences? That's really where I would be concentrating, and that's how you can add value. So I hope that helps. And again, if anybody has questions out there for me, go to dearmelissa.com and let me know what they are.